hello again, everybody, and welcome to our continuing coverage of the Olympic qualifying tournaments here on IIHF.com. I'm Paul Romanuk in Vojens, Denmark. We're going to start things off today in Group D, where Austria and Germany both in a position to put one skate into Sochi with a victory. But one skate only, because as the schedule shapes up, they will meet in the final game of the round-robin tournament on Sunday, so it could well all come down to that. However, being 2-0 heading into that game would certainly be a big asset. Still, lots to go on between now and then. We will drop the puck on Group D action today with the game between Austria and the Netherlands. The reporter asking the questions at the end is Martin Merck.
So we pick it up first period, and Captain Thomas Cook ripping one past Ian Miridres. A great shot and a great start. Makes it 1-0. Less than 3 minutes later, it is Michael Raffel going to the front of the net, just off the edge of the crease, picks up a rebound off of Gerhard Unterlugauer's shot, and that makes it 2-0 in favor of Austria. Right place, right time. The right place is the edge of the crease. Pretty good shot to start it all off as well. Still in the first period, and it's Daniel Oberkofler, and he will make it 4-0. Watch this sweet little move. High slot. And he scores to make it 4-0. 5 first-period goals. And the final score is 6-1 for Austria. They are 2-0, and the Netherlands is out.
Was it your game plan to try to put high pressure on them from the beginning?
Yeah, we wanted to set them under pressure right away, right from the start, and obviously with those pretty fast goals right away gave us a lot of self-confidence, and it was a good win today.
Tomorrow, the next game against Germany, how do you feel for that game?
Yeah, really excited. It's like I think Germany is gonna win against Italy, and then it's 6 points each, and we go for the win.
So Germany looking for win number 2, but they run into a very pesky Italian team. It's a jam-packed house, great atmosphere. First period, Robert Sirianni puts Italy up 1-0. 3 minutes later, however, Jerome Flake will tie it up at 1, and the place goes crazy. Great shot to finish it off. No more scoring until overtime. It's an Italian power play, and Nathan Di Casimiro scores the winner in overtime. Italy pick up the victory, but it will still be Germany playing for gold despite Italy's overtime heroics.
We know that before. We have the final game now against Austria, and we have to win that game now by 3 points, and then we have our goal.
What can you say about the rivalry with Austria, German-Austrian rivalry?
Yeah, it's a big game every time, and we know it's tight games all the time. It's like 1-goal games, and now we have to look that we win that game, and I think it's a tough battle.
So here's how the table looks. The first place showdown will be between Germany and Austria. Italy's overtime win, not enough.
So now we turn our attention to action in Group E and a meeting of Day 1 winners, Latvia and Kazakhstan. But before that, a meeting of Day 1 losers, Great Britain and France. And a bit of a surprise, a bit of a twist to the storyline going into that game. Christobel Huet, the marquee goaltender for France, played in the National Hockey League, very experienced. But head coach Dave Henderson evidently didn't like what he saw in Game 1. So he makes a change in Game 2, and he starts the backup goaltender, Fabrice Lowry. The reporter asking the questions at the end of the story is Adam Stice.
So it is France and GB. We'll pick things up in the first period, and France in the power play. Laurent Meunier for France takes the feed from Julien Desrochers, buries that one, and it's 1-0 for the French. Just the kind of start that their supporters were hoping for. We move along now to the second period. Extra attacker with a delayed penalty, and Pierre-Edouard Bellemare will score, and it's 2-0 for France. 14:48 of the second period. Power play, and Damien Fleury blows it past goaltender Stevie Lyle. It's 3-0. The French are cruising. GB comeback in the works, though. Third period, Craig Peacock goes to the net, stuffs it home on the power play. It's 3-1, 3:54 into the third. We go ahead in the third. Fans with hopes, and Robert Lashowicz will score with 8:24 to go, and will they do it? It's 3-2. Well, the answer is no, they won't. It goes horribly wrong. Lyle out to play the puck, got his pocket picked by Brian Henderson. Charles Bertrand scores the insurance goal. 4-2 is the final. France over Great Britain.
Well, we just wanted to win today, and that's what we did. After, I think we have a very good second period, and we maybe took it a little bit too easy on the third, but we get what we want, so the win, and now we're just waiting for Latvia to win against Kazakhstan and see if we can play a final on the last game.
Impressive play by the special teams today. Was it something you guys felt you could capitalize on playing against Great Britain?
Yes. Well, we work on that all season, and first game was not that what we were expected, and now this one was better today.
So a chance for one team to go to 2-0, and it is a packed house in Riga for the home team. What an atmosphere. And Latvia come out blazing. Do they ever respond? 158 in, and Juris stalls all over the rebound. Bang. Play comes in from the blue line. He jumps in the rebound, and the roof is being raised in Riga. They're on their feet. 39 seconds later, Michael Redlish. And Redlish will battle away, and all of a sudden, it is 2-0 just 39 seconds later. And that's time for a goaltending change. Out goes Kolesnik, and in comes Yermaev. And the Kazakhs rally. Dmitry Uppert, nice rush late in the first period. And it is 2-1. Kazakhstan coming back. A little bit later on, Kazakhstan on the power play. 13 minutes into the second period, Roman Staroshenko will score, and we are tied at 2. Then 40 seconds into the third period, oh my. Kevin Dahlman loses the puck. Yanis Spurks will force the turnover. Look at this. Spurks forces the turnover. Darzines gets the goal. And Latvia pick up the win. They are one win away from the Olympics.
One game away from the Winter Olympics. How's it feel?
Well, right now you can't be satisfied. We battle really hard, but we know to be success and to shake the hands and be happy, we have to win France.
Thanks and good luck.
Thank you.
So Latvia is perfect. Kazakhstan's destiny out of their hands. France plays Latvia. A regulation time win for either team qualifies them for Sochi.
And now we bring our focus back here to Vojens in Denmark and play in Group F. Slovenia and Denmark, each with a chance to go to 2-0 in the second game of the day. However, in the first game, Belarus against Ukraine. And I can't stress enough the amount of pressure that is on the Belarusian team. Here is a country that has poured a lot of government money into developing the game of hockey, infrastructure, teaching, and so on. They're hosting the World Hockey Championship in 2014, and yet they are faced with the conundrum of not qualifying for Sochi in 2014. So loads of pressure on that team as they took to the ice.
And a sense of urgency for Belarus early in this one. 1:26 into the game, and Andrei Filichkin moves in on the right side, took a lovely feed from Ugarov, and yes, They are emotional to start this one off. 1-0. Second period, Konstantin Koltsov appears to get to a rebound to make it 2-0, but watch it a little bit more closely, and it is actually number 18, Ladigin, the Ukrainian defenseman, trying to clear it, ends up putting it into his own net. 2-0 Belarus. One final look at that. It was a tough afternoon for Ukraine. Still in the second period, Dmitry Meleshko, long pass from Kulikov, and he just blows it home. A big shot. Vitaly Koval with a 32-save shutout. A 6-0 win for Belarus.
Because you're hosting the World Championship as well as trying to get to Sochi, do you feel a lot more pressure than some of the other teams?
It's tough to say, Of course, we have feel a little bit pressure because everybody knows in our country they spend a lot of money for sport, and they need a result. Of course, we feel this, but still, it's a game. We have to a little bit relax.
My last question for you. I understand you're not the coach, but how does a team go out and play a game with a bad result like you had yesterday and come back in such a short time and have a good result like you did today?
It's just game. You can win every game. So we was not ready yesterday. So, and we talk today about last game yesterday, and right now we win, and we have to be ready for next one.
So Slovenia in a position to clinch with a regular time win. Second period, 0-0, and David Rodman puts Slovenia up 1-0. Look at this great effort, marching out of the corner, 1-0 the score. Denmark will tie it up, however, 43 seconds later, Nicholas Hart. And we're tied at 1, 16-28, second period, Rodman with his second. Look at this shot. And that ends up being the game-winning goal. Slovenia pick up the win, and they are off to the Olympics for the first time ever.
What's it like?
Oh, I think I'm speechless right now. We knew before the tournament that we have a slight chance, but to be there in 2 games already, I don't think nobody expected that. So I think we were third seeded in the group, and our team spirit really brought us to the Olympic Games. I think that was our 6th player. We really battled as a team. So I don't know. I'm just really happy right now.
First of all, it means a lot to the boys in the locker room. I think the country supported us. They stood behind us last couple of years because the way we were playing, we were getting better from the game to game. And after last night's game, we were really close to get a goal that a lot of hockey players were dreaming about that in Slovenia, because obviously it's tough to dream about the medal, but now we can dream about that too. I'm really thankful to the guys. They're special, and that's the biggest reason why we were successful.
So it is clinched in Group F. Slovenia have defeated both teams that have a chance to catch them. That is the first tiebreaker. So the last day's games are just for the record in Vojens. Meanwhile, in women's qualifying, Denmark with 2 wins. That's a surprise. Norway, no wins. Also a surprise. Looks like Denmark and Japan with the final day showdown for a berth in Sochi. Group D, Germany with 2 victories. They've beaten both the Czechs and China, so they have qualified for the Olympics. That is it for day 2 for IIHF.com. I'm Paul Romanuk. So long.